So let's look first at quadraphonics. Quadraphonics is rather a dirty word these days, and everybody thinks of 1970s skullduggery and record company greed, and there's a good point to that, because that's what killed it. But quadraphonics nonetheless was a very clever system. That's kind of a fun advert from the 1970s, which I think just shows why people think think that quadraphonic is so cheesy. But nonetheless, many beautiful and important recordings were made in quadraphonic, and versions of many classic recordings were mixed in quad. And there's just some examples there. There's a Fauré Requiem in the middle, but there's also Dark Side of the Moon, Imagine. There are many records which were recorded in quad format, and some of them are very serious artistic value, and it's impossible to listen to them unless you have very old quad gear. And the formats we support are SQ and QS, and they are decoded so they can be replayed over a modern 5.1 system. So the sort of classic 5.1, which many people have in their homes. The input file are always stereo, of course, just as it comes off the record, or tape indeed. It's not necessarily a vinyl-based phenomenon. There are plenty of QS and SQ recordings in other media. So we take this 2-channel stereophonic input, and then the output may be encoded in various ways. You can encode it to mono files, 5 mono files that you might want if you were going to do DTS encoding, for instance, or you can do it as a series of stereo files, so left and right, left back and right back, and center and LFE. Or you can encode it to a multi-channel file. The file formats we support are WAV, broadcast WAV, AIFF, AIFFC, and FLAC. And then we come to Ambisonics, which was the brainchild of various UK academics, particularly Michael Gerson. And really, Ambisonics, if you like, is the thinking man quadraphonics, although its ambitions went way beyond quadraphonic. The aspect that we're keen to support is stereo UHJ. Ambisonics signals could be encoded to a compatible stereo format called stereo UHJ, and the interesting part of this is that there is a huge catalogue of stereo UHD recordings, mainly because the UK record company Nimbus have recorded all their catalogue, virtually all their catalogue, in this format for the last 30 years. So there are hundreds, if not thousands, of CDs available in this format, and often of very great artistic merit. So it's very interesting to be able to decode these and listen to them on a modern multi-channel system. Ambisonics is quite a complicated area, and we allow for various different types of decoding. We have a controlled opposites decoder, energy optimized, velocity optimized. People who are interested in Ambisonics will know what that is. We also have our own optimization which we developed, which we call the spatial audio optimized decoder, and we include Wiggins 5.1 encoder algorithm as well.